I would like to welcome you all to Moa Parish, particularly to Kungoni Center of Art and Culture. In a particular way, I would like to welcome the Assistant Administrator, John Chitoje, who is in his way coming. I would like to welcome our superior for the sector of Malawi, Boucher. I would like to welcome also his delegation, those who came in. I would like to welcome Father Isaac Masebumba, who is the administrator of Moa Hospital. I would like also to welcome in a very special way our group who is representing our TA, a group of Fome, Pompano, Karani Olandidwa, and Masuka. I would like also to welcome Father Brendan, who is the incoming director, and welcome also Father Claude, who is the outgoing director of the center. Welcome Mabogama. I welcome those also in the media, Father Vitus, Mr. Andrew. I also welcome Father Benjamin, who is making sure that everything is under control, both here and outside. So all of you, feel free, feel welcome to this place.
Of the museum, under the watchful eye of Father Shamare and Bishop Chitsuro. Shamare was resident in Mua for about 40 years. And Bishop Chitsulu was the first Malawi bishop. The one who gave Claude the use of this section of the parish grounds to start his center. So Bishop Chitsuru, when he was giving Claude this area for the parish between the parish house and the river to start his center, he said, "It is for Sacred Heart." You remember? And of course, he meant to say sacred art. The underlying master idea that Malawians, Achewa, Kungoni, and Ayao should be able to be themselves in their culture and in their Christianity. The mutual enrichment of cultures and Christianity lies in some way at the basis of all that we see here around us. One of the first things that happened was the adaptation of the existing building, in which several offices are now located. Then, again, reminding us of the culture by different Miambi, the staff houses along the road to what eventually becomes Namarikate. And then here, where we are now, these three big buildings that house the museum. We can mention the collecting of cultural artifacts and the design of the interior of the museum. As you can see here in this building, quite something, but if you move to the other two buildings, it is even better. The history of Malawi is depicted around the buildings here in fresco style. The history of the church in Mua is coming to us through the diaries of the first missionaries, something that Claude is still working on. The enormous contribution to liturgical art, to paintings, carvings, now spread over all of Malawi, and yes, one can say all over the world, and made accessible through websites. The research into culture and the publication of some of the results of these studies in book form, showing an incredible mastery of the Chewa culture. The creation of Namalikati, the mentoring of local artists, the decorations all around the Kungoni Center and Namalikati, the amphitheater where many years the almost annual cultural festival has taken place, the ongoing research and making it available through electronic means, etc., etc., etc. So many things that can be added, and they are already more than enough to fill more than one lifetime. The creativity and output, the inspiration, the persistence, the endurance, as mentioned, more than enough to fill more than one life. So, while we talk about the history of Kungoni, we are really talking also of the history of Claude, Boucher, Ajisari, of the Society of Missionaries of Africa. His contribution to that society, his contribution to the Catholic Church and the country of Malawi, and way beyond its borders. So this is, like I said, a bit an impossible task to sum up some of the things that you, Claude, have done here, especially at Kungoni, and for which our sector delegate would want to express a vote of thanks.
In the name of the Missionaries of Africa, I would like to say a very big and sincere thank you for the person you are and the missionary you are. As a person, Claude, God showered you with many gifts and talents, especially in the field of art and culture. We all know the parable of the talents and how we are asked to multiply them and make them fruitful. After all that was just mentioned by Jos about your achievements, and there are many more, here in Malawi, Canada, and outside Malawi as well, in the world of art and culture, we know that your life has been extremely fruitful and still continues to be fruitful. As a missionary of Africa, our founder told us to love Africa and its people, to be close to them, to learn from them, to learn their language, their culture, their wisdom. I believe strongly that you have dedicated your life to do exactly that. Art is an expression of culture. And culture at its best represents the soul of a people. So both as an artist and as a missionary, you have given your best, all your energy and talents in search of the soul of the people of Malawi. Achewa, Kungoni, and Yao. I believe that the art of enculturation consists in discovering all that is beautiful, good, and truthful in a culture, and lift it up even higher, enriched by the values of the gospel. We must also have the courage to reject what is contrary to the gospel or what is harmful to people. Claude, Achisale, I thank you wholeheartedly for dedicating your life to this noble task. May the good Lord still give you many years of a happy and enjoyable stay here in Muma. The fact that the society has prepared and asked a younger confrere to take over the reins at Kungoni Center is exactly because we appreciate so much all you have achieved so far, and that it may be kept and protected for future generations. I hope and pray that you will be able to assist, advise, and support Brandon, and also give him the freedom to develop and expand Kungoni in new and unexpected areas and unforeseeable ways. Together with Ryan, they will form a team that will ensure the future of Kungoni for many years to come. Finally, dear Claude, Achisale, let me ask the Lord to bless you abundantly and give you wisdom and good health for the years to come. Zikomo kwambiri, Mulungu akudalitse.
For so many funerals that we attended in this country, it always starts with, I don't have much to say. I have been told by brethren to keep it brief. I would like to say thank you for what you wrote. Those of you so very beautiful. I think, looking back on my coming to Mua after the studies I had done in SOS, I didn't know what was waiting for me at all. I went to study and I came back not knowing what was expected me. There was no job description, absolutely none. What I was going to do is promote the carvers and help them to develop the gift that they had. It was limited to not Kungoni as a cultural center, but as an art craft center. But during that time, I kept filling bags of notes and bringing documentation together. It's only later on that we came to the point of knowing what we were going to do with all this information. And that developed into distribute to the people who had supported me, giving back to them what they had given me. So I would like only to stress two things that have motivated me in this journey. Definitely the influence of the major job description, which is that of Cardinal Lavish, as you mentioned. Another one is Chikonda Nzako, Mawa Chikonda Iwe. And this is what has happened. To go into impossible path, into learning a new language, not Chichewa, but the language of the Chewa, to discover what they liked and why they liked it, and eventually come myself to like it as well. So, and the other thing that I would like to say is, and for all of us, what has motivated me, this Chewa say, Chakwanu Muleki. So I started this process during seminary days when we started living a life of 10 different nationalities together. So what belongs to you, what is yours, leave it behind. And this is what I've been doing. I used to like classical music, I used to like theater, so many different things, which once I was in Africa was not there. But I found 100-fold more. And another say that I would like to leave you with is a song from Kungoni.
Hari bambo wanga wa babofa ambae bambo wanga wa babofa oko dia dare na dia ananena mwana wanga digazapata kusira yuma oyuma jage singombe mwanawe yuma jage singombe goma dia tuwa yuma jage singombe goma dia tuwa yuma jage singombe goma dia tuwa oh yuma jage singombe mwanawe goma dia tuwa iho ananena mwana wanga digazapata kusira yuma yes wanayo
For the Kungoni, for the Chewa, for the Yao, for many of the tribes, for the study of not only Christianity but also traditional religion, and for the study of independent churches like Zion and others. I think this is what I have received, and this is what I want to entrust in the hands of brethren. We have lived together quite a number of years. He was still a baby. He has grown up. He became a priest, and he became even parish priest, which I have never been in all my 50 years of Malawi. But I believe that if I was lost and I have learned my way as I have grown up over the years with these 3 points that I mentioned, I wish that brethren can do the same. And I'm sure we will do the same. Thank you.
So, in the presence of the local chief representing the surrounding communities, in the presence of the representatives of the diocese representing Dedza diocese, in the presence of the local parish priest representing the church communities of Mua parish, and in the presence of representatives of the staff of Kungoni, I now, as representative of the provincial superior of the missionaries of Africa in Malawi and in the Southern Africa province, install you, Father Brendan O'Shea, as the new director of Kungoni Center for Culture and Art, and ask you to lead it to the best of your ability, following the constitution of Kungoni and with the assistance of the Board of Governors. Please be assured of our prayers and assistance. May Kungoni continue to serve the church, the country of Malawi, in the very special way it has done until now. Thank you.
Yeah, so my words are to begin by thanking you all for coming. For those representing the chief, thank you very much. For those representing the diocese, for the missionaries of Africa, I thank you very much for coming for this Mambo. We've been building up to this for quite some time, so the day has arrived. But I suppose my special thanks goes to Claude for all that he has done. We've heard the history, the great work that he has done, his contribution to the church, to enculturation, and far beyond Mua. So I say thank you, Claude. We've known each other for many years indeed, since 1996 and 97. And I have learned an incredible amount from you and from my experience here in Mua. And I thank you for all the work you have done. The responsibility I have been given is a huge responsibility, but it's reassuring to know that you're here. It's reassuring to know that when I need help or when I need advice, I will be able to go to you because of your long experience here. But that also goes to all of you. But there's the local community, the church. For me, I'm beginning something new, and I need your help. I need your advice. What I see as a symbol somehow of what I would like to do, and I always thought it was a beautiful symbol, is the symbol of the chameleon, and exactly what is written there, that the chameleon looks to the past, from the experiences of the past, and learns from the experiences of the past, but also has an eye of the future to see what the future holds. The future will hold something new. We hope it will hold something exciting for Kungoni, for Mua, and that is where I need help and support as well. I'm looking forward to having a team with Claude in the team, so that indeed we can review again the wealth of the past, and also look at how we can move forward, how we continue the great work that's done here. So that's my words really. The day is more for Claude to say thank you very much, and there's no full stop, it continues. So we just pray that it will be a place of growth and peace, and that everyone who comes here will be happy to come here. They find us happy and they find us moving forward. So we pray to God for this gift of spirit of peace amongst us, and to work together and to move together.
Mwana atabatwa ama muveka kana ndiposo tamangomuveka kana twa chakuti akuna kuza kalimu koma ndinapeza ndikakhala mmene ndinapita kudzala nyama, ndinapeza kuti napeza mwala umene uli mzee kwachema. Munthu akamwalira amatenga mkanda uja yamakusija kusonyeza kuti wapita. Tsono mkanda pachichewa kalero mambo ake kupatsira mkanda pa mfumu amene akulowa upatsani mkanda usungi meneyo chotsalieta chito imene mudzagwira kuno ndipo makii amiziyo yonse kuti chuma chija chimene ndikanena usunge kulola paki azaone ndipo onjezera nzeru zawo ndichuma.
Ineyo malomwa kukujalo sinu chifika nyinamoto ndifuna ndithokoze nga cha mambo umenewu. Kukujalo akuthokoza kunena kuti ukamachitika zinthu simwayiwala umayenda nawo limodzi. Pamene pambojisale mwakhala mukugwira ntchito kuno, mwakhala simukugwira ntchito limodzi ndi mafumu, komanso mumalemekeza mafumu kuti athandizire pasakhale kukhulana chifukwa mbewu ya Yesu Khristu ndi mmodzi, adabadwa
kufuna kuzapulumutsa anthu amitundu yonse. Mtima wamenewo ndikukufunira bwino zonse, ndikukhulupirira kuti ntchito ya kuno Kungoni iyenda bwino imodzi ndi ntchito ya mpingo zikomo.
But I'm very sure of one thing that we would not miss to say, ndi achisale mwagwira ntchito. If there is somebody who can fail to see the tremendous work that you have done here, it means that person has a problem. And you have brought the diocese to be known because of Kungoni. People come from all over, from any corner of the world, coming to the diocese, particularly Kungoni, because of what you have done. And I'm very sure, instead of saying, yes, Mwagwira ntchito. Mambo Brendan, I should say, most welcome. Welcome back. You were here already, as the parish priest was here to say, you know already about you know already about the diocese, you know most of the priests here in the diocese. So atakula ndani, kuna kumtikwana, feel free.
Ikale ogondana, ogondana jatima umodzi, ambuye amagondwera. Ikale ogondana, ogondana jatima umodzi, ambuye amagondwera. Ambuya kunena. Paranogondana, diakima umodzi. Paranogondana, diakima umodzi. Ambuye amagondwera. Koma maga mudalitsane. Ambuye amagondwera. Maga mugambirane, ambuye amagondwera. Ambuye akunena, paranogondana,